is. By the way, speaking of money, we're good. Let's go ahead and go back to the place and buy the stuff. Money printing leads to inflation. That's the whole offset. You don't want to be another Zimbabwe. Nope. Let's not go immediately to the boss lethal. Why don't we actually use our points, huh? We'll buy the increased movement speed. Hopefully this pays off. Otherwise, I'm going to be very unhappy. All right, so that is the most expensive thing. Yeah, if I'm the one printing, it seems all good to me. I mean, I dare you to try to refute that logic. Alright, let's go ahead and get through this. I wish there was a skip button here. There is not. So we're going to have to enjoy this entire cutscene again. I hope you enjoyed Lethal Explains some investment technologies during East Origin. Who knows if this will make it into the final bomb. Spam A? Spammer. That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm spamming A. I'm hitting like spacebar, escape on the keyboard as well. None of those does anything. Start doesn't do anything. The thumbsticks don't do anything. I'd say, even though I really like this game, that's one creature comfort that would be very nice. But I don't think it's unheard of. Opens once you play through with all characters. What the fuck, man? So it's not that they didn't even think of doing it, they just have it arbitrarily locked. For reasons. I guess they don't want us to miss any of this hard-hitting dialogue. Even though we've patently seen this before. Either way, it's one of the few complaints I have with this game. It is spectacular otherwise. Yes, you're alive, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. I only have 15 minutes to shut this off. And who knows when Comcast is going to fucking explode next. I mean, you wouldn't see that character's dialogue, though, Dan. See, you should be able to skip it, right? Why can't we do that again? Why don't we still follow the goddess's power, right? Since all the characters have differences in the cutscene dialogue and some different cutscenes, I can see that happening. Hugo's probably not going to have the cutscene with, you know, Unica's father, for instance. That'd be kind of weird. Maybe he has his own dead family member. Maybe we'll meet Hugo's mom. His name is Hugo, right? I'm not crazy? I may have lost my mind in all that grinding. None of it will change the plot. We'll still be ending up here fighting some sort of Earthbound boss. Alright, so we got our heightened movement speed. I'm definitely feeling it. Oh yeah, and I'm feeling the increased power. Yeah, we're having no issue dodging those now. Well, that one almost got me. Hey, I even got around that. Yep, no damage there. Balls. I mean rocks. Alright, I think at least this movement speed was a very good upgrade. Totally worth our while, because we're about to get a flawless victory on this son of a bitch. Or at least this first stage of the son of a bitch. Okay, now we're in phase 2. Up come the babies, down come the whatchamacallits. Now, I'm only taking 1 damage now from that, so that's good. Alright, so let's see if I can't do damage here. I'm doing 1 damage. I mean, I see a health bar. Woof. It's funny, it's doing that and I'm only next to it. Shaw has its own health bar. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with science. I'm guessing that you're just letting me have my way. Okay, now it's a fire shield. So now you're shooting firefish at me? Nom, 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 nom. Okay, it is actually getting hurt pretty substantially. Maybe this wasn't as hard as I initially let on, but this is definitely making it a more approachable sequence. Get fucked! I forgot I could do that, by the way. What is that? Oh, it's a lightning shield. Don't you float away from me. So far, we've tanked a lot of damage. Like, those extra levels have really shown some promise there. Let's let our MP come back. Alright, sit still. Come on. Aw, you fucking bitch. Okay, now the boss is making much more sense now. Alright, phase 3. Okay, now I can hurt you. Okay, that one's nearly dead on the other side. Ow! That's one down. Again with these gravity wells. Ow! Well, that was fucking painful. Alright, we're gonna have to do at least 2 more of those, if not 3. Alright, I'm not a big fan of that move. The one that can just hit me forever. And then you moved outside my realm of control. Taking far too much damage for this to be a doable endeavor. Alright, maybe one more of those. Now we got, like, super attacks coming down. Yeah, I'm glad I got the movement speed. This would have been pretty much impossible without it. That's gonna be that beam, isn't it? How the fuck am I supposed to block that? Or even get around it? Fuck you and that beam! Suck it! I'm leveled up! I'm sure if I play this on the harder difficulty, I'm gonna have to be a little more elegant in my solution for that boss. Oh yeah! I didn't hear the ooh yeah. It probably disconnected whenever Comcast ate shit, huh? Well. Use the wind power to spin away? Maybe. So it comes to this. My mission's foiled by worthless, pathetic, powerless humans. Can you really call them powerless? I mean, they have magic and they have giant swords with, like, electrical arcs going between two pieces. And it makes fire? Come on, it's hardly powerless.
You're wrong about us, Dallas, like Lethal said. We may be weaker than you'd like, but we're not powerless by any means. Our weaknesses are what make us strong. They bring us together, and they help us complement one another for our individual strengths.
That's what helps us say, hey, your strengths are pretty alright.
And by working together, there's nothing we can't do.
Such trite naivete. But I suppose you did defeat me with it. Just remember, humans and demons are like two sides of the same coin. Demons were born in the shadow of Issa's prosperity, after all. As long as humans desire that which remains out of reach, the demonic essence will never die. But weren't the demons around before it rose into the sky? I can't remember anymore. It's been so long. Our kind feeds off of yours, and we will always return. So it shall be, for eternity, inescapably. And they turned into an ash pile like we're playing Fallout. Ah! Unica, please stand back. What you see before you is the demonic essence itself.
Oh, okay. But what are you gonna do with it?
Just leave it to us. Fina, are you ready? I am. I'm gonna play a harmonica at it. I mean, that seems like the logical step. And they put it back in the Black Pearl. Happy New Year! Sure, the people of East are going like, what the fuck is going on down there? Holy shit. Where'd all the black spaghetti go?
What? But I was really hoping you'd all go back to the shrine, or...
Let's try that again.
but I was really hoping we could all go back to the shrine together. Why'd you have to stay on the surface?
Unica, you're being difficult. We give up... Oh shit, they did give up their wings. We gave up our wings to seal away the demonic essence. And Agaz's wings aren't just a symbol of her power, but a vessel for her life energy. Oh shit, are you dead? Without them, our time is short. They are dead. We're going to... Oh, we're not dead, we're just going to sleep. We're going to pine for the fjords. We're going to go to sleep soon. Very likely for a very long time.
You're going to sleep?
I'm afraid so. And there's something we're going to need you to do for us. The seal that we've placed on the demonic essence is imperfect at best. Returning the Black Pearl to the Solomon Shrine would be far too dangerous. Even keeping it here would be inviting calamity. Once we've drifted to sleep, both we and the Pearl should be entombed deep within the earth, far away from human hands, and possibly demon hands if possible.
You mean? I'm never gonna see you again? We're never gonna see you again?
You may. We may still awaken again someday. And when we do, I promise that you'll be the first person we seek out.
But you don't know when that'll be. What if will I even be still around? I lost Dad and I lost Wah, and now I'll be losing you too. What about me? You ever think about me instead of the world?
I'm so sorry, Unica. Please, don't cry.
Try not to cry, Dots.
We understand your request, and we shall grant it. You may count on us, both in this and all future affairs of state while you sleep.
Thank you, Father Xian. When you return to the shrine, please tell the priests what has transpired here, and give them our fondest regards. Man, I don't envy the task you have one bit. Breaking the news like this to the six priests won't be easy.
Indeed, this will be a day remembered solemnly forevermore.
Lady Rhea, Lady Fina, may I ask you one final question? Dallas claimed that the demons would never be gone for good as long as we live. My first instinct would be to dismiss that as an empty threat from a dying man, but on further consideration, I'm forced to wonder. He spoke the truth, I'm afraid. The demons are gone for now, but they will one day return. When that will be and what form they will take, however, remains a mystery.
I see. Well, should we prepare for that contingency then?
I don't think you'll need to.
That sounds like really fucking hubristic thinking.
Like, I think it's always probably pretty good to be prepared. Maybe we could just make sure that everyone's trained up just in case, you know? I mean, if it's an inevitability, you don't think that you'll need to. We'll just fucking like... What the... Okay, the game just minimized or something on its own? But anyway, back to that thought. Like, you don't think it'd be a good idea to be prepared? I have no doubt that when and if it happens, East will prevail. Oh, okay. So we are just going to pull a victory out of our ass, is what you're saying. I am still streaming, right? Just to make sure. We did have one crash from OBS before. Okay, it still says I am. Just making sure. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be there to help you make sure of it. Will you? Can we actually be assured that you will be there? Will you wake up in time? Because you don't know when you're going to wake up and you don't know when these demons are going to be around. It's time, Fina.
Lady Rhea! Lady Fina!
Such a sour face. Come on, Unica. At least see us off with a smile. There's a lot for you to be happy about, after all. You found your inner strength and shown bravery beyond the need for magic. We can't thank you enough for everything that you've done. You've always been dear to us, Unica. A true friend in every way. Please, promise us that even as we sleep, you'll always remember us fondly You'll always think of us as friends no matter what.
Lady Rhea, Lady Frida. Of course. How could I ever think of you anything but?
That's right, Silicon Zero. Still streaming dots. And thus they snuggled the crystal, and the crisis that had brought the land of Ys to the brink of annihilation was finally resolved, albeit impermanently. Unica and the others enshrined the goddesses and the Black Pearl deep underground, just as requested. Afterwards, they began preparing to use their remaining magical energy for a return trip to the Solomon Shrine in the heavens. It's true, they gotta get back up there. Is no one gonna take down that tower as well? That sounds like something they should probably do. You know? Impermanently is a word. Apparently, yes.
So are you going to sleep too, huh? Huh? I guess it will be getting pretty lonely down here.
When the goddesses awaken once more, then too shall we, presumably. Until such a time, we beg thee, bid me respite.
Of course. Sleep well, Rhoda.
Farewell, daughter of Tovar. Farewell, use of Ys. Or Ys, rather. Excuse me, I'm a tree. I shouldn't be speaking anyway. Is everyone prepared?
What, we're leaving already?
Well, yes. Since the tower fell silent, Solomon's Shrine has begun to rise. The further it distances itself from the surface, the more difficult it will be to maintain transport. Our window of opportunity is rather small. I too hate to part with this land, but the fact remains, our place is in the shrine. There is nothing left for us here. You may proceed, Father Sion. Thank you. Dino, I hate your name. Olia, we'll just call you. If you please.
Yes, Father. Right away. Ulia? Olia? Oilia?
That name. Please gather in within the triangle we've formed. Do as you did when we first came here. The procedure is largely the same. First class may enter first. Those riding in coach, please wait.
Unica, what's wrong? Oh boy, I think I know where this is going.
Well, we've been talking it over. And we've decided to stay.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you serious?
I just hate to think of the goddesses being left down here in that dark digitube all alone and unprotected. I want to stay close to them and watch over them and make sure that no one disturbs their rest. I feel like I was abandoning them otherwise.
That's a noble sentiment, but have you really thought this through? I mean, once we're gone, you may very well never see us again. This is your one and only chance to go home. Technically, this is just as much our home as the Solomon Shrine. It's not only the goddesses we'd be abandoning if we left it. Ys has been thoroughly ravaged by the demons, and someone needs to take the first steps towards recultivating the land. It's true, that floating island isn't Ys, everything is down here. Yeah, Unica and I are completely behind Hugo on that. Someday Solomon Shrine will find its way back to the surface. And when it does, we want to be here to meet you. And we want Ys to be as beautiful as it was back when we were little kids. We're going to make this barren land shine again. After all, this is Ys, our Ys. Well, I guess you really have thought through. I don't think I've heard you four sound more determined. It seems like we have our own parts to play. They're just on different stages.
I hope our absence doesn't cause any undue difficulty for you. It's times like this that I miss being a headstrong young man. Unikatova, Holy Knights of Ys, I have one final order for you before we depart.
Sir?
Watch over the goddesses on our behalf. We'll be much far too away. Let's try that. We'll be much too far away to watch over them ourselves, after all.
Yes, sir!
It won't be easy down here, you know. I hope you're ready for those hardships. I will personally deliver the news of this decision to your families and loved ones, if I may.
Thank you, Cecilia. That would be great, although you can't tell my dad because he's fucking dead. I've already told him. And don't worry, Ramona, we're ready for this. I'm actually not sure what's up with my mom. I think she died too. Either way, it doesn't matter. You don't have to tell anyone for me. I don't know how I can repay you for everything you've done. I'll miss you, and I'll never forget you.
Come, our time is short. Dino, Olia, we must begin the spell. Yes, Father. Understood. Wing, wing, wing. I know, this is very much a quintessential RPG in many facts. A battle of good versus evil. Goddesses are involved. It's pretty much Dragon Quest. There are goddesses, there's evil. There's floating islands. Some parts are more floatacious than others. I'm not sure why these individual bits feel that they must descend. Also, hey there, Zeffy, you're just in time for the end. Can we throw down...
Hey, can you throw down some of my belongings when you get back?
So that has been our first playthrough of Ys Origin for the PC. An enjoyable experience. I'm glad that we had it. I'm glad that Daikami-sama requested it. And of course, Tiny Shopkeeper and Anne went ahead and sponsored it. Enjoyable in pretty much every fashion other than the unskippable cutscenes. I really enjoyed our character writing, even though, I mean, it has the standard dumb writing sometimes that happens, but otherwise I enjoyed our characters. Unica was your typical wayward dumbass, but she's very wholesome and I enjoy her character. The goddesses, I'm not so sure about them. I mean, they're clearly powerful, but sometimes I think they're a little stupid. It's all, yeah, you don't need to prepare for any demons or anything. That sounds like, yeah, we'll just wrap something together if it happens, when it happens. It's not like I want you to be prepared. Like, we're not going to knock down this tower, which was their main, attack point. That doesn't seem to be a priority. Because why would it? You know, it's not like they'd ever attack our floating island again. We don't want to give them... We wouldn't want them to rebuild from scratch. That would just be rude. I don't know. But the battles, as I've said throughout this, are very, very engaging. I was a big fan of that last boss fight. It was pretty fair. I did, of course... It would have been very difficult without the speed upgrade. Let's see. Might I spoil a bit... This is the imperfect versions of events that Unica told. Let's say that's spoilage for the end of the game. When we actually go through with Hugo and this mystery third character. Who could it be? And yes, the soundtrack is rather solid. Like I said, I have echoes of Attack on Titan in some of these tracks. Especially with that last particular one at the Seat of the Demon, or Demon Throne, or whatever it was called. And during the boss fights, that really made those fights even more epic, was the pounding soundtracks. Like, holy shit, you're fighting this electric centipede monster that's going around this tower and everything, and you're a badass, and it's a really dire situation. It's very, very well composed and, set up there. I really like it. I'd say the weaker parts of this game are actually the, human on human or human on
Darkling combat, those fights were not nearly as epic. Because they just didn't have the scale. It's like you're fighting another person, big whoop. You're not fighting some kind of demonic Pokemon monster like we did in that final battle. Anyway, to be continued. Question mark. I hit the button. Unica's clear data has been saved. I got a bunch of achievements. Now the gloves are off. Mark of the Claw. And who needs magic? I also got Average Joe and Tough Enough. Whatever the fuck those mean. Let's see. Let's see what the hell I've achieved in my time here. Okay, you didn't bring me to the achievements. Good job, Steam. It's not like that's exactly what I fucking asked for. Come on, Steam, please. Thank you. Alright, so of course we completed the game with Unica. That's the Who Needs Magic. Unlock Toll. So that must be our third character. You can, by completing the game with Unica or Hugo. Complete the game on very easy difficulty, complete the game on easy difficulty, and complete the game on normal difficulty, because of course those are all indicative of the lesser ones. That was Tough Enough, which was the normal difficulty. Alright. Cool. Can now be used in time attack mode. And after selecting time attack mode, character in difficulty, Toll can now be played as. You'll appear on the character select screen. Oh, that's alright. The Steam overlay isn't supposed to be captured anyway, Silicon Zero. So next time, we'll be starting a new game. Of course, we went through with Unica. We have Hugo, who we'll be playing with next time. And then we, of course, have our awesome Clawman, who is fast, close range, experts only. Well, we'll be an expert eventually. Next time, I probably will be playing on hard difficulty. We'll see how that goes. I may have to go back. But we'll see when that happens. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.